Hello everyone, welcome to the next class of civics. Today I'm going to discuss about the importance of healthcare, plus we are going to discuss about the inequalities that have existed in the healthcare facilities, and we are also going to take up the topic that is Costa Rica and Kerala experiences. We are going to look forward with the experiences of the places in terms of healthcare, plus how much importance have been given in these two places to the healthcare system. And in the meanwhile we'll discuss about these topics that I've already talked about. So before I share my screen to you, please take out a notebook and be ready to take note of the important points, right? Okay, as you can see my screen, that I've shared my slide, and it is talking about the inequalities in the healthcare system. So it is very obvious that we all know that we all are part of the democratic country wherein every person who is there in the country has equally access to all the rights. Especially when we talk about democracy, democracy is something that has not equally contributed in all the perspectives, but in all the spheres. Okay, rather it has somewhat remained unequal in some of the criterias like healthcare. When we talk in terms of healthcare, there is certain things that that healthcare facilities have not been extended equally to all the citizen of India, because you already know that the healthcare system has been divided into two parts, that is the public healthcare and the private healthcare. When we talk in terms of public healthcare, then yes, since it is owned and operated by the government, then its facilities are extended to the people or to the population of the country in terms of providing welfare of the country. Rather, when we talk about private healthcare, it also extends the facilities to provide to the people and for the welfare, but actually the major motive is earning profit. So we should not deny the fact that India is one of the country which is lagging behind the better healthcare facilities because of its population distribution. We already know that India is the second most populous country in the world, and the number of healthcare facilities that is needed in our country is, or the medical staff or the facilities that are needed that is needed in the country is not exactly what is demanded. Okay, so basically if there's requirement of, for example, there's a requirement of 100 hospitals, then we are serving at a low rate of 50 or 55 hospitals. That means there is a gap between the medical facilities provided and the medical facilities needed. And the facilities are also not extended to everyone, but to the payers of the services, right? So basically, if the population who is able to pay more of sum of rupees, and they can access to the better healthcare facilities, whereas the population which is not able to access to that, who does not have a certain amount of money to to seek the facilities of the private healthcare, then definitely it has to undergo the public healthcare treatment. Okay, we should not deny the fact that public healthcare is not providing the better services. Yes, they are providing, but they are highly populated with the patients, right? So we shall move on to the next slide. So we can read that it is quite clear almost healthcare systems in towns and cities are private run for a profit and are too expensive for many people. You especially know that in a country that we are part of, especially the poor sections of the society to live into the country, and definitely they cannot afford the private healthcare services. In meanwhile, in your textbook also there is an example of two friends. One was seeking for public healthcare and one was seeking for private healthcare facilities. And when you read that entire story, you will find out that what were the differences faced by each of them. One was getting the entirely better services, the best of the services, whereas other has to wait for a long term, and then the services were provided, but then it was very time taking, and It was not as it was provided in private healthcare center, right? And you already know that according to one study, 40% of the patients in hospital have to borrow money and sell their possessions to pay their medical expenses. So we should, it is very, very obvious that you know that especially people or the crowd which is coming from the rural areas, they are often not having so much of money, and they are basically from, if they are farmers or something like that, they need to sell out their property, they need to sell out their land in order to get the treatment done on time. Because you know that for any kind of treatment you require money, and the requirement of money can be fulfilled by selling out your possessions, or the possessions basically your assets, that is land, building, whatever you are having. So especially the poor people, whatever they used to sell it out, and they may not get it back because you know they are not having so much of money in order to re in order to purchase those things again, right? So what can be the solutions that can be provided to the government? um, these solution, there can be certain solutions. Let us see. Actually the government and the people have to work together in order to make the things fall in place. You know that there should be more and more extended healthcare facilities. The government should invest more into the hospitals, and the getting education of these medical staff done at low possible prices. On the other hand, it is the responsibility of the government to provide proper healthcare facilities. That we know basic medical facilities should be available to everyone, like whatever and whenever needed. And it is not just because of, it is not, it should not be just to available to the rich people of the country, but yes, everyone in the country has a value, and they have to be provided with the better healthcare facilities, and it should be given to each and every one living in the country, right? And yes, that I said that the government and the population have to work together, or the people have to work together, right? So we shall I hope that the things that we have discussed is quite clear to you and rest. And in the next slide we are going to discuss about the two case studies, that is of Costa Rica and Kerala experience, right? Okay, moving on to the next slide, as we can see that we will be talking about Kerala experience. Kerala, you know that it is one of the Indian states, and which is found extensively in the north, in the south India. And you know that it is very famous for its beauty. Plus, when we talk in other senses, yes, it is also famous for being the one of the highest literate state in the country, where the literacy rate of the person is 99%. So that is very, very good indicator, because yes, the people of Kerala are aware how to read and write, and that is a good sign, right? So in the same way, Kerala has not only excelled in terms of literacy rate, but it has very wonderfully managed the healthcare system in its in the particular state. Because you know that in 1997 the government of Kerala gave 40% of the entire money to the rural panchayat, wherein they were allowed to plan and provide and look after the need of the villages. And you know that this has already led to one of the very, very positive changes, because you know, because since the people of the rural panchayat, since they received 40% of the money, so they have utilized for the better purpose. Like they have invested in the better healthcare services, they have established many of the primary healthcare centers, and with that it is leading to the betterment of the people of those areas. And definitely it is leading to be one of the best examples in the state that can be done. So basically we can see that like the government of Kerala has decided to donate a part of the budget or the money received to the other uh, to utilize for some of the healthcare purposes. Likewise, the government can also plan and do so. So let us look at the another example, that is the Costa Rica. All right, so we okay, so let us take the other experience of Costa Rica. You know, Costa Rica is one of the Central American countries, and you know that it has also thought in a really different way for its citizens of this country. Like the government has planned a different structure, that how to look forward for the or how to look forward or take important decisions regarding the people health of the country. So this country's government decided not to have any of the army officials or the defense services, but rather the people, all the money of the people, all the money of the government would be invested in the healthcare of the population. So do you think, children, that it has really thought in a different manner, because it is giving so much of importance to the health situations of the people in the country? So that means the Costa Rican government has tried or made all attempts to utilize the entire money in the health, education, and meeting the basic needs of the people. So that is what is a very, very good indicator that the government has thought in a different way and is looking for the betterment of the people. So, but you know that there may be numerous questions in your mind that why not the government like India could adopt for the same strategy, but definitely it is not possible for India. And because you can answer me this question in the comment section, because you may have your own thoughts, so it is all welcome. So thank you. With this we end up the lesson, right?